we did get good news that we're getting a camera update, a sensor update. Now, hold your horses. It's not on every single sensor, right? We did know previous, maybe a couple months ago, that the S26 Ultra was getting a brand new 10 what is it, 10 megapixel 3x telephoto sensor on the back. It's the very bottom right sensor if you're looking at the S25, well, I guess S26 camera sensors. It's this one right here that's getting the upgrade on the back. But we got news today that this is getting updated. The front-facing selfie sensor is going to be a brand, well, I guess not brand new sensor, but new for the Galaxy line, right? And we're going to jump into that. I was wondering when they were going to upgrade their selfie sensors. You see Pixel with, I think they updated their front-facing selfie camera 2 years ago. You see OnePlus putting in pretty good camera sensors and their front-facing selfie sensor camera. You see Motorola putting a 50 megapixel Sony sensor here in the front-facing camera. iPhone upgraded there, so it's like Samsung's been in this situation for years, it seems, right? And we finally got it. Now, I haven't, before we jump into the details, I haven't been dissatisfied with the front-facing selfie camera. In fact, if you asked me just out of the blue, right, see me shopping at HEB, and you pull me to the side, and you asked me, hey, kind of a random, whatever. You asked me, hey, question, what sensor on the S25 Ultra is the best sensor? I would tell you that it's probably the front-facing selfie camera. For my webcam, I love Samsung front-facing selfie cameras. Are they the absolute best? No, but I think they're pretty good, and you get good still photo and you get good video quality. So the fact that they're upgrading that, hey, that's music to my ears. I can't wait. In fact, kind of got me excited, right? It actually has me excited. They could leave the front-facing camera off of a phone. You couldn't care less. Yeah, I don't look outside of YouTube. Like, basically, that's all the usage and or functionality a front-facing selfie camera is getting with me. I'm not over here taking selfies and doing this and doing that just to like keep them in my phone, right? I'm not a girl. Like, you know, they're taking selfies all the time. Mine is strictly for YouTube, whether I'm testing, whether I'm recording, whether I'm shooting a thumbnail, whether I'm taking a picture to add a little AI twist on it. Strictly YouTube, but I can tell the difference in between the different devices. I surely can. So there's a new article on Gizmo China. I love this website. Now, hey, what's going on? Gizmo China. I love this website. They typically cover a lot of Chinese technology, but a lot of Chinese technology is cool. I don't care what people or the government says. China's got a lot of cool shit, right? But this covers not just Chinese technology. It covers basically everything. Because as you can see here, I got the news, maybe it was leaked somewhere else. I got the news from Gizmo China that the S26 Ultra selfie camera is going to get an upgrade. Now, the current sensor that they have in there right now is a Samsung ISOCELL, right, sensor. It's a 12 megapixel, but they're not necessarily going to upgrade it to like a 42 megapixel sensor like the Pixels have. They're not going to upgrade it to a 50 megapixel sensor like the Motorola Signature. They're not going to upgrade it to a 32 megapixel sensor like the OnePlus 15. Still going to be a 12 megapixel, but that's okay because what they're switching to is a really good sensor. It's a Sony IMX874. Now, from what I understand, it's not necessarily brand spanking new. I think it's been out for maybe 12 months, 18 months, something like that. but it's a solid sensor, and it is definitely better than the Samsung ISOCELL, that 12 megapixel that's currently in the S25 series, and S24, and S23, and S22, and S21. It's better. So we should see better photo quality. Not the very best, but I think we'll be able to see an improvement. Still photo quality, video capture. It brings in more light, more detail. We're going to jump into details, speaking of that specific sensor. The aperture is going to remain the same at f2.2. We know we did report on that the front-facing selfie camera, we didn't know they were going to change it, but it's going to, they've increased the wideness, meaning how wide the photo will get, just by a little bit. And they're going to keep it that way, right? But let's jump into the details of this sensor, because I pulled up some stuff here. As you can see, did a little AI mode search, nothing crazy. It says the IMX874 12 megapixel sensor, we knew that, expected to serve as a high performance front facing camera sensor in future flagship devices like the S26 Ultra. How did Google get that information that quick, right? It says it's going to feature better aperture, aiming to improve dynamic range and color science for selfies. Now, if you scroll down a little bit below, you get key features and expected usage. So the sensor type is high sensitivity sensor, commonly used in mobile, designed for low noise performance. Target devices, well, it's going to be in this S26 series, and it should be in all S26 devices. So it'll be in the base S26, it'll be in the middle child S26 Plus, and the flagship S26 Ultra. Now it'll be, as I mentioned, 12 megapixel resolution, f2.2 aperture, 1 by 3.2 inch size. Positioning acts as a replacement for previous ISOCELL sensors in premium Samsung devices, focusing on improved natural color processing. Capability expected to provide similar, if not improved, I think it'll be improved, quality to current 12 megapixel sensors with an emphasis on selfie photography. That's according to Sammy Fans and Gizmo China. So that's good news. It's got me excited. So, because I use my front facing selfie camera a lot. Again, not for personal use, but for YouTube. I use it all the time, honestly. And not only just for like stuff like thumbnails, recording videos in my car, right? I also use it for webcam. Right now, I am using a Samsung front-facing selfie camera as my webcam. So I get a lot of use out of it. So I know I'm going to be using this thing a lot. So once we get the device in, we're going to do extensive testing and comparisons.